Hi everyone. Today I'm making an Italian um, Christmas tradition that is called Torrone. Torrone is made with, the one I'm making is with almonds, which you could buy, as little or as much as you want. I'm going to make 2 cups of it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the almond, each one, and cutting it into 3 parts, just like that, and adding to the rest. And it's an Italian Christmas tradition, and they're all different kinds of Torrones depending on where you come from. You might have bought some that are all white, but they all have some kind of nuts in them, and it's sweet and it's delicious. As you can see, it takes time to cut each one up into 3 pieces. You can make them as big or as small as you like. I wouldn't make them any bigger than this because it does have to stick together with the sugar. And what I'll do is I'll toast them in a pan, the almonds, and then I'll add 1.5 cups of sugar to it and let the sugar melt. And once it melts, we pour it onto a formica cutting board where we will slice it into small pieces that we can eat. It's not a difficult recipe, but it takes time. Okay, so these are all the ingredients you need. The 2 cups of almonds cut up, and I have the pan that is not too deep, but it's got to be wide enough so you can put them all in there, and you just kind of spread them out so they can get a little toasty, lightly browned. And then I have 1.5 cups of sugar. Once these are lightly browned to where I want them, you lower the heat, use medium heat so you can control it. And you just, when they start to brown, you toss them around, make sure they're all evenly coated. And then you pour the sugar over it, and I'll show you that in a minute when it gets hot enough. Still trying to get the heat warm enough to brown them a little bit. As you can see, they're not yet browned at all, or lightly brown. But if you're going to start this recipe on your own for the first time, I would suggest that you do maybe 1 cup of almonds to about 3/4 cups of sugar, just so you can control it. 2 cups is a lot. It makes a lot. So start off with a half a dose. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. You can see it's starting to brown. A little bit more. It's only been a few minutes. They look nicely toasted now, so I will start to pour in the sugar, and I try to start from the middle and just kind of make circular motion to get it all covered, get all the almonds covered with it. Just put the whole thing in. Now we just let it melt a little bit, and then we have to start tossing it. You could always spray your spoon or spatula with some Pam so it doesn't stick. And that's all that we have in here. Don't want too much of it. I don't want any flavor in there. So I'm starting to toss it now. See how it looks? It looks like it's burning, but it's not. It's melting. Just make sure they're all coated evenly. And then, of course, I have my formica top sprayed with Pam, very well sprayed. and ready to pour right on here and cut them up. This is almost ready. It's really melting now very well, and I will just pour it right on that Formica slab that I have. It will be very hot. You have to be very careful, and like I said, you have to spray it very, very well so it doesn't stick. So I'm ready to pour it on there. So here it is, poured on here, and I'm using my wooden spatula to kind of make it into a shape that I can cut easily with a sprayed knife with Pam. And then I'm just going to slice each piece. Okay, so here I'm slicing. It's still hot. You don't want to wait too long. You want it a little cool, but not too cool, because it gets harder as it gets cooler. So here I'm separating and separating. Try to get it unstuck. And then these will be sliced into smaller pieces, such as either bite-sized pieces or whatever you want, as big or as little as you want. I mean, you can't slice them too small. See, like this size. Can't wait to have some. So here's the finished Torrone. Cut it into different pieces. Some of them are small, some of them are large, and they're delicious. I just had some. It's really good. I like it the way it came out, really dark. I'm trying to keep it away from the center because it's still very hot there, so they won't stick. But just let them cool off, and then they're ready to eat and put away for as long as you want. A month. If you don't eat it all, it can last a long time. Cleanup is very easy. It's just one pan with hot water. It comes right out. So here it is, all done. There's plenty for Christmas time, and I usually only make it at Christmas time. Torrone Calabrese style. Hope you enjoy it, and Buon Natale.